When we had the situation with the Demerara Harbor Bridge, we had speedboat operators at Greenwood who went into that practice to make a hustle, so to speak, in Guyanese language. We took them off. And we brought boats from as far as Perica to provide the service across the Demerara River, and they learned their lesson because they were not earning for a period of time. The ones that overcharge passengers, once we get those reports and we mount sting operations and they are caught, and the honorable member, I will make this public so everybody can hear. We have applications for persons to enter the torrent system. So persons who want to carry out mischief and do that, we will make space for those who want to get in to the torrent system. And we will enforce that like we would have done.
That was Minister of Public Works Juan Edghill. He gave the assurance on Tuesday at the Orchard Conference Centre as the Parliamentary Committee of Supply approved $79 million in supplementary funding for the provision of additional resources to support the Transport and Harbours Department. The Minister was responding to concerns raised by Opposition Member of Parliament Jurita Finance regarding operators requesting more than the approved fare of $2,500 for passengers travelling the Perica-Bartica route.
If the Honourable Minister could also say whether or not any action is being taken through Transport and Harbour to address the issue that has been faced in Bartica right now with the speedboat operators charging $3,000 per passenger when Transport and Harbour put out a notice saying that should only be $2,500. These issues have been there for a while, and I'm hoping that some amount of these funds will be utilized so that we can get some aid in Bartica for these charges.
Taking into consideration the Christmas season when such exploitation becomes more frequent, Minister Edghill reminded that the government has not approved any increases in fares.
Passengers must know they're not left at the mercies of a speedboat operator or conducting a bus or anything. You can demand your rights. You know, people say people take bribe, but it takes two people to make that transaction complete. It takes two people to make that overcharging complete. A speedboat operator that is asking for more and a passenger who's complying. There is a monitor on every stelling, and I'm making this public today, Mrs. Chairman, and I thank you for allowing me. Passengers can report to the monitor. The monitor is uniform and it is marked monitor, and he is at every loading place. If a speedboat is overcharging you, report it to the monitor, and the MARAD and the Ministry of Public Works will take the necessary action. We rely on voluntary compliance, moral suasion, but we are not afraid to use the fist when it's necessary to maintain law and order and to protect citizens from being exploited.
The Public Works Minister added that the government is dedicated to the maintenance of law and order as well as protecting citizens from exploitation. Importantly, he highlighted that operators benefit from government concessions such as the removal of excise tax on fuel to cushion the global rise in fuel prices. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.